So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So this Sunday we're back at Wembley taking on Coventry in a semi-final for a spot back at Wembley in the final to either face off against Chelsea or more than likely it will be Manchester City. So it's very likely that the final could end up being another Manchester derby, and hopefully not like last year we can actually go on and beat them. And there's no treble for them. They're out of the Champions League, so the double is on for them for the FA Cup and the Premier League. So hopefully we can end that and end the season with a trophy, because that would be quite incredible. The fact we made it this far and the fact we could be in the final is, very, very good considering the season we've had. But if we could win it, that would be sensational. I'm not saying we are, but that would be very good and a bit of light on what's been a very dark season so far. But as I mentioned in my last match reaction, after the Bournemouth game, after the Brentford game, the Chelsea one, I'm not too confident going into this game. I should be going into the game thinking about how many goals we're going to win this game by. But instead, I'm thinking about, are we going to get past Coventry? Championship side Coventry, who are not favourites to win the championship. They're having an okay season. They've got some players who are scoring goals at the moment. Ellis Sims is a great player. If you see him in the championship, he's scoring goals for fun, and he's going to be causing problems. And our defence as well, as we saw against Bournemouth, it just exploded. Willy Cambrala, again, got found out a bit. Very harsh to say, but he did get found out. Being so young, the pressure can get to you sometimes. It got to him in that game. The defence didn't have the best of games either. And it will be Harry Maguire and Cambrala once again this Sunday. And can I trust that to keep a clean sheet? No, I'm not trusting them to keep out Ellis Sims. I'm not trusting them to, have a good game on Sunday. And that's the first problem that lies. I'm not trusting Casemiro to put in a good game after what I'm seeing recently. He'll probably start, and we need him to play the best he ever has done, really, because our team's nowhere near good enough at the moment. Kobbie Mainoo, again, is going to be a huge play on Sunday. He's going to be one that we look to find the likes of Rashford, to find the likes of Anthony or Garnacho or Højlund, whoever starts in the game. Because Bruno right now is not doing that. He's kept us in the Bournemouth game the other day. If we don't have Bruno, we don't draw that game, and we're losing 2-0 to Bournemouth. And I think the criticism that Bruno gets is very, very unfair. He's going to be another key player as well. He's going to have to put in a captain's performance on Sunday, because I'm not too confident going into the game. The chance we lose this to Coventry. That's how I'm feeling right now, and I shouldn't be thinking that. Championship side, we should be going into the game battering them. But that just says where we are, and I think a lot of people are going to be on the same page as me. We're going into the game nervous. Going into the game thinking, can we get past them? It's genuinely incredible. But again, who knows what can happen. Hopefully we can get over the line, because if we cannot, if we end up being knocked out of the FA Cup to Coventry, that's the lowest of the lows. That's the lowest of the lows. That's worse than Chelsea. That's worse than getting battered by Man City. That's worse than drawing to Bournemouth or drawing to Brentford. It's far worse. It's far worse, because then we're handing the FA Cup to City, because they're gonna destroy Coventry if they get to the final. So it's all on us. It's all on us to make that final as exciting as it can be, and hopefully can end up winning the whole thing. But I'm nowhere near. I'm 25% confident that can happen. 25% confident, and I'm 50% confident that we're going to beat Coventry. Here's what it is, guys. Erik ten Hag going into the game with him as well. Massive pressure on him. I really do think if he loses this game, that's it. That's going to be it. If he loses this game with the season we've had, the least you can do is get us to an FA Cup final. So if he loses this game, lowest of the lows, and that's it for me. I do think that could be it already. Where Ineos are, I'm not too sure where they're looking right now, or the direction they're planning this club to go in, going into next season. But the Europa League's not guaranteed at the moment. We need a platform to build on, and I don't want that to be the Conference League. So Europa League could be off the table. An FA Cup final come this Sunday could be off the table. And if that happens, and we end up with no FA Cup final and no Europa League, that's it for me. He's got to go, because that's worse than, that was worse than finishing. I think we finished was it 5th or 6th 2 years ago, something like that, or 3 years ago. I'm not too sure when it was, but that's going to be worse than this, because at least we had something to cling on with the Europa League in that season. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, guys. But I will put my team on the screen around here, guys. As you can see, I have gone with Casemiro to start, and I was debating it. I was thinking, should I drop Casemiro for McTominay? Should I drop Casemiro for Amrabat? And I'm like, what are you thinking about, Jack? Why are you in the mind frame of thinking about dropping your best CDM for a McTominay, who you criticise so much, or an Amrabat who's not good enough? Why are you thinking that? That's how bad Casemiro has been. I'm debating whether to drop him against Coventry. I'm debating whether to drop Marcus Rashford for Coventry, and I have done that, as you can see. I don't want Rashford to play in the game. I want Anthony to start, and I want Garnacho to start with Højlund up top. Because I think Garnacho gives it all. Anthony recently has given it all and put in some of his best performances. And Højlund, again, we need him up front because we have nobody else. And I'm not trusting Marcus Rashford up top. So I'm dropping Marcus Rashford in the game. But as you can see, the midfield, Mainu, Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. I just can't with McTominay. I don't want him to start because he could mess things up as well. Not saying Casemiro won't mess things up the way he's been playing recently, but we need Casemiro to step up massively in the game and, come to life, really. Be what you have been last season. Return back to that form, please. I'm begging you. So, yeah, Mainu, again, as I said, could be massive for us this game. But defence, Dalot, Wan-Bissaka, as you can see, Maguire and Campuala. No Johnny Evans. I don't think he's fit enough for the game. There's no, I'm doing this video before the actual press conference. So, these defenders could be back. We could have some injured players returning, ready for the bench. Diallo, someone was saying to me, give Diallo a start in this game. I wouldn't be against it. I would not be against it because what's he done wrong? What's he done wrong? He got us into this competition. He got us where we are from beating Liverpool. So why not reward him with a start? Because that's what I would do. Why not? Because no one else is exceeding him, are they? No one's playing specially well. No one's putting in those top performances, which we need at a club like Manchester United. So why not? But yeah, I don't think he will start in the game. I don't think he will start in this one. So yeah, that's my team I've gone with, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below and what changes. Or do you like the team? Is that the best we've got, really? Because I'm just saying, put the best team out on paper. Go out there and put in the best performance. That's all we can hope for. That's all we can hope for that we do. Erik ten Hag picks the right team and the players perform. That's where we are at the moment because we're not expecting anything. We're not expecting to go and thrash teams. We're not expecting to go and win games in style. Right now, we're expecting just to compete. That's what I want. Compete with them. Coventry. Compete with them. Coventry City. That's what I'm hoping. That's my expectation going into the game. Genuinely, it's shocking. But yeah, hopefully we can end up just getting past Coventry. Oh, why am I fearing this game? Why am I fearing Coventry City? Oh, I just want the season to end. I really, really do. But, a bit about Coventry right now. They're having a good season, as I've mentioned. They've got a few good players. They lost Hamer to Sheffield United last season, which, again, was a massive blow for them. And they were back at Wembley last season, weren't they, against Luton? They could have been in the Premier League, but they obviously ended up losing to Luton. I think it was on penalties, maybe late. No, it was late on an extra time, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. But yeah, they probably might not make the playoffs this season. They had a good go here. I think they had a really poor result recently where they lost like 3-0 to someone in the Championship. But other than that, Ellis Sims, the main player to watch for them. And again, they've had a very, very good run. Who did they knock out last game? Wolves, wasn't it? They knocked out Wolves. So, they're going to be up for it as well. They're going to see this Manchester United team. They're going to see how bad we've been recently. And to be honest, if they outrun us, they're going to win. Because half the time our players don't look bothered. So if they can outrun us and try harder than us, they're going to win this game. It's as simple as that. So we got to go out there and put in one of the best performances we put in all season. If you want to win this game. That's how good we have to be on Sunday to beat Coventry. Because they're going to be up for it. And they're going to feel like this is a massive chance they've got to make the FA Cup final. Although they'll probably go there and lose, they're thinking, do you know what? Give us that chance. Just like we are. So that's where we are, guys, right now. It's going to be a close game. I shouldn't be thinking that. I should be going into it thinking, do you know what? I'm going to beat or how many goals are we going to put past Coventry? That's what I should be saying to myself. But I'm not. I'm nervous. I'm going to be a wreck on Sunday. I'm going to be watching, thinking, are we going to get past them? But yeah, hopefully we can. My score predictions, I'm going to say Manchester United to win 2-1. I was going to say 2-0, but with a defence and the possibility of not having a Varane back or Johnny Evans back, Campuala playing again, massive game for him. Really big game for Campuala now. Semi-final of the FA Cup, shoved in at centre-back alongside Maguire. It's going to be tough, but we have to dig in. And hopefully, Casemiro, Mainu, Bruno, whoever's playing on the wings, Højlund has a good game. hopefully we can all step up on Sunday. But yeah, guys, smash a like, subscribe, 2-1 to Manchester United, and hopefully we can make it through to the final.